Jesteśmy oczywiście na Cannafest 2014 w Pradze i Spliff.pl ma okazję porozmawiać z Shantibabą. Dla tych, którzy nie wiedzą, Shantibaba to słynny breeder, autor wielu legendarnych już strainów. Mamy okazję zadać mu kilka pytań. Well, hello Shantibaba.
Hello, how are you? Poland?
Yeah, we have came from Poland.
You're Spliff TV.
Yep, exactly. We are Hemp TV, Spliff TV
Yeah.
From Poland. And please tell us, for growers in Poland, how your origins, how your beginning as a breeder was looking like. How it has came that now we are, I can't even count how many famous strains you are father creator of. So tell us, how your beginning was looking like.
My beginning was, well, you don't grow up to think you're going to become a marijuana breeder. So my beginning came from studying science and traveling a lot in many countries and selecting and collecting seed along the way because I like to grow different marijuanas. When I went to Afghanistan, India, all over the world, South America, I used to pick up things that I liked to smoke, and finally I started to do journeys specifically to areas to pick up seed. I found myself very fascinated and passionate about that side of life and travelling, of course, and going to strange places in New Guinea and Irian Jaya, and you know, I like adventure. And
Sounds like quite fun to gather all those strains from different parts of the world.
not every day it wasn't fun, but I mean, you know, you have definitely. I have a very full life, and I lived in Indonesia and in India, hence the name Shantibaba. I used to rub charas up in the mountains of Himachal Pradesh. I did a lot of things in that world, like a young man does, and I enjoyed the smoke, but I never got satisfied by the seed that I was collecting. I had to do a lot of work to stabilize those things, and in the late 80s I ended up, after India, in Amsterdam, and I went there to I'd been cutting gemstones for a long time in Jaipur, and then I went there, and one thing led to another, and I started to get involved with the greenhouse. Ariane, at that stage we set up the greenhouse seed company. A friend of mine, Neville Schumacher, was also in the Sensi Seed. He had started that, and then we both left and joined together and became Mr. Nice Seed Bank, pretty much. And since then, we've gone into the CBD CREW as co-partners with Resin Seed. So the evolution of how I became a breeder was through adventure and looking for good marijuana to grow, you know.
Okay, so about the fruits of your work. If you could name one strain of yours that is that most precious to you, that you think that somehow the one that you are maybe the most proud of?
Well, I mean, you know, when a father has a lot of children, you don't really...
You love them all.
You love them all very much, you know, and it's like alcohol. Some days I like to drink red wine, sometimes I like white wine, sometimes I like a beer or vodka. You know, it's kind of, it depends on your mood and your metabolism and everything. But if you ask me what I'm proud of, well, Super Silver Haze, Critical Mass, the Widow Family, you know, all of those things have been very good to me. I mean, cannabis has made me a better person. As a grower, it's therapeutic to watch a plant grow. I've now been licensed in Washington State to grow with a legal license, 2,000 square meters, under the Mr. Nice USA camp now.
Yes.
So we've got it's just been so good that all of our strains have some differences, and obviously some have become much more popular, but my personal favourite would probably be Mango Haze. It's
Okay.
yeah, but don't tell anyone. All right?
Okay, we won't. So about your recent projects, about your CBD projects and about CBD CREW, of course. Could you tell us more about maybe why CBD and maybe about the plants later? Why CBD?
Well, you know, about in 2008, I met Jaime from Resin Seed, and I was Mr. Nice Seed. It's a recreational seed company that we had already both established those things, and they're based on our opinion, what I liked was what I selected for and how I got the seed. We decided at that stage, and it was Jaime was very much into CBD, and I had a very strong inkling in the medical marijuana. And so when we came together, we kind of thought it was time to define a level that you can call something medical and other things not. So we sat down together, we experimented with each other's plants a little bit. Things started to work. It didn't work straight away. It takes many, it took us over 450 laboratory tests to prove what we do. The CBD CREW, all of that is a scientific seed company. We can prove every step of the way with laboratory tests from Canna. And we basically showed that CBD was important because it was having, it's the second biggest cannabinoid on the plant, and there's a reason for that, you know. And now, slowly with our technology, we're understanding what it's helping for. And the anti-inflammation aspect of CBD was a very interesting thing for people who were very close to us, who had a couple of brain tumours and they'd been written off by traditional medicine. And after using some of the marijuana that we'd made, they did a CAT scan and they couldn't find the tumours, and they'd been given the terminal illness, finished, end of story. So we were inspired by so many things. CBD is very good for certain things, THC is very good for certain things. So.
Could you maybe tell us, tell growers and maybe future breeders, what's the important part of making the strains specifically for CBD production? What advices maybe to look for? What would you name for?
Well, I can tell you now that that's very difficult advice, because I make all of the CBD enriched varieties for Dutch Passion, for Paradise, for 13 other companies, because it's very hard. What you have to do is basically, it's Mendel's principles. You have to find a pure CBD parent derived from recreational cannabis, and you need to have a pure THC parent derived from recreational cannabis. That way you maintain the integrity of the terpene and the flavonoids in the plant, because all of it's having an effect. It's the entourage effect, they call it. And so when you just have CBD, sometimes it's not working. If you just have THC, it's not working. When you take a whole plant extraction and you use it in the way that you use it, it's having a much broader and very direct appeal to the people. So, you know, we can't prove everything. I'm not a doctor, but we're definitely going along a good way.
So in some manner we can say that to select the proper strain is once again many tries, laboratory and stuff.
Many tries. Laboratory costs $50, 50 euros for every test. We did over 450 tests to find one side of the family.
Okay.
The expense, this is privately funded by Jaime and I at that stage, and maybe it wasn't going to work, but it worked eventually. We were able to prove everything, and then since then we've been able to go on with the job, and we've touched a lot of people. I mean, having a CBD enriched seed and getting it to another country saves a lot of people having problem, of course, and they can grow it in their garden and make their own oil. So we're just trying to reach as many people who maybe can't afford all of the medicines.
I need to admit that not in every country you can grow it just like that.
No, of course you can't. Not in every country. Only the countries that are legal, of course. But we encourage anyone, especially, we're only really dealing with medical patients. I mean, for any government to put a medical patient who's coming in a wheelchair in a jail is very heartless, in my opinion. But unfortunately, we're at the grassroots level of these things, and we're still trying our hardest. I still have Mr. Nice Seed Bank, which is a recreational one for a lot of people who love to grow old school genetics, you know. Okay. The Northern Lights and the original skunks and various plants like that is still many people love.
So if we are looking for old school strains, we can knock to your doors, right?
Yeah, everyone. I'm one of the only regular seed companies that survived this feminized revolution, or whatever, evolution or de-evolution. I'm not sure what it is. But the thing is that when you want to find a male, you can't go to a feminized seed company. Okay.
Okay, I
So-
understand that.
For the breeders, they all come back to me eventually.
Okay, so now can you tell us more about the CBD CREW, the more
Yep.
colorful part?
Yeah, the more colourful part of CBD CREW. Well, we've got a new office we're in Barcelona. We're based in Spain. We're attached to a couple of associations, Resin Club and the Mr. Nice Club in Granollers. We have the marijuanas and we have certain creams and things available down there. Of course, we don't send them outside of Spain, so if anyone wants to come from Poland down to Spain, they're more than welcome to come to one of the club or come to the new office. And the girls, the CBD girls, they're full of information. Maybe things that people don't realise that are happening with the medical marijuana, and they're having a really good effect on a lot of people who are first-time growers or older people who have never used cannabis in their whole life. So yeah, the CBD CREW's slowly getting bigger. We're supported by, I said, 13 other companies, but there's so many companies like Advanced Hydroponic and Canna and all of that are right behind us as well. So we're the unofficial union of medical seed.
Sounds
in that
great.
one. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Accidentally.
We feel invited to visit you.
I feel welcome to have you.
That would be great. So, dla Spliff TV rozmawialiśmy z Shantibabą. Mam nadzieję, że te informacje będą dla Was być może bodźcem do tego, by zainteresować się CBD i wszystkim, co z tym związane. Jeszcze raz, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Jeszcze raz dla Spliff TV, Cannafest 2014. Rozmawiał Gutek.